Oh! Stinky! Booty! Bundy! Booty! La 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 la! Bundy! Bundy!
Welcome back to Last Exile.
I gotta do a big poo.
I hate Amazon so much because they don't know how to package and they always break my shit. My books that I ordered came in perfect shape, almost perfect shape, way better than they usually do. But my
What books
DVD,
did you get?
no sir. I got Volume 3 and Volume 4 of 20th Century Boys, which is a manga series that I picked up on a pure whim while we were at Barnes & Noble before Death Stranding. I got the first two volumes just on a pure whim, having known that they're good. They're, like, critically acclaimed, and yeah. It's like Stephen King's It, but better, because it's Japanese and manga. So, yeah, it's pretty good.
But it probably doesn't have as much Space Turtle.
I don't know yet. I don't know. Apparently, right now it's just like these kids are just little kids in the 50s or 60s, and they just like make a secret organization as little kids do. Then they grow up and they're adults, and all of a sudden the organization they made has become like a cult that's come back to haunt them. So they're all at different corners of the country, but they have to regather together. One of them commits suicide.
So it is just got it.
Yeah, and that's like
But
what
minus
gets them
PB
together, because
violence.
one of them kills themselves, and they're like, "Why is this organization we made when we were like 7 now like a cult with a bunch of people committing murders and stuff?"
What is this?
20th Century Boys, it's called. It's a manga series.
So they're actually gonna make the American remake then?
Yeah.
Please, please do, yes. There was one live action.
Starring,
I think it was
Jack
Japanese.
Black.
There was a live action movie of the first one, and it was bad apparently because they never made any more. But yeah, I don't know. I'm always, whenever I get a new book, even if I'm not far enough, I always read the back, which of course has spoilers for like later volumes. But apparently it gets to the point of like giant robots and some other crazy shit. So I don't know. It's
Yeah,
good.
I think Jack Black should be a character in it.
He should. Yeah, sure. Why not? When are we gonna? We're going to see Jumanji, right?
I
Yes.
haven't seen the first one, so sure.
It's great.
You just need to see the first
Jumanji
one.
before Game Awards? Because I think Game Awards would be. Oh yeah, no, we have to because at certain
I didn't
theaters,
like it.
they're playing the Game Awards and theaters, and then right after they're playing the new Jumanji.
Oh yeah,
So
that's
we have
right.
to watch Jumanji beforehand
Yes.
That's right.
to get
Yeah.
the full theater experience.
Because he's a coward.
Is that when
I
it
haven't seen it.
is that when it starts in theaters? Like, is its release date the 13th?
Probably.
Okay.
But I know that certain theaters looked into this are playing Game Awards and Jumanji back to back.
Let's see, because I've got some Saturdays coming up that I have off, so we should totally plan stuff those days.
Yep, that weekend.
Okay. I could go see
Well,
it.
maybe we can go see the Game Awards live in theaters.
I wish. We can go see
It was
Jumanji
like
Saturday
2
though,
hours
if you
away,
want.
so it wasn't worth it.
We can go see Jumanji Saturday the 14th.
Maybe. We'll see how I'm feeling.
We gotta plan some stuff with Mikey. He's coming up the 20th. We're seeing Star Wars with him that day, but then I have the day after the 21st off.
You can join me for the final episode of Mr. Robot.
He can.
Yeah, I'll invite him over to my place. He gets the final two-hour episode of Mr. Robot with me.
I think if he was brought on for a single episode of the RoboCast, it would be the last time he'd ever be in contact with any of us ever again. He would just see what that entails.
We need to record our RoboCast that we missed. I think we're just gonna do a big special one after this one. Do a 3-part catch up.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because you're behind.
Yeah, because I didn't really have time to easily get away to record while I was down there. Except
You're
on
way
Friday night because we record podcasts late, so that was even later for me, so I was able to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Or
Well-
Hunter having to work on on Tuesdays, you know,
Uh-huh.
because it was too late.
Mr. Robot, it's good though. It's
Yes, it's the best season.
the best season. Okay, cool.
Pretty much every episode since episode 5 has been like, God, I'm coming.
God, I'm coming.
I'm down to Mr. Robobo when we're.
I'm
ready.
also down to Mr. Robo all
I'm
day,
down-
every day.
I'm also down to
injecting
Mr.
it
Robo.
straight into my bloodstream.
Well, let's do that
I'm-
sometime then.
I'm
Let's
taking my
finally
DVDs, rushing
let-
them up,
let's
putting
fi-
them inside syringes and injecting them.
let's finally finish what we started 3 years ago or 2 years ago.
I'm actually down for a rewatch. There's been so much like I need to rewatch.
I just don't.
Oh my
I don't
God.
know. I don't know if I can sit through a whole season per sesh because I'm a coward, but we'll see.
You can.
See what happens. Why did I buy these Yu-Gi-Oh cards? I don't buy Yu-Gi-Oh cards anymore. I'm not 5. What am I doing? Why did I do this? Oh well. Anyways,
I'm just excited to see how Mr. Robot ties into James Bond. I feel like there's going to be a direct translation between
what
them.
girl is in James Bond that was in Knives Out?
The main
Donald
girl,
is
the
the
Spanish
Donald.
girl.
All right, so I'm reading the Donald, and they're talking about how Star Wars was a conservative-leaning show,
I believe
Nope.
it.
All sci-fi is, Jake. Come on.
even though Star Wars is like big.
Gay.
I'm pretty sure like most sci-fi is very liberal.
Yeah, because sci-fi.
Because
movies are made
because
by-
conservatives don't believe in science.
Yeah, that's one of the things.
Nor do they believe in fiction.
Usually people
No,
that make
JK, they
sci-fi
do.
are like intelligent in some way.
Speaking
So
of
it's probably never gonna be
Let me
right
guess. They
leaning.
also think that Star Trek's also a very conservative show.
Star Trek is literally communist.
it is.
They always start.
I
one
want
of
to
the
start
like
the movement that
one of the most
modern Star
common
Trek is
themes
just
of
liberal
Star Trek.
trash.
One of the most common themes of Star Trek is how they abandoned communism because it's immoral, or they abandoned capitalism because it's immoral. Like
Alright,
they
guys.
just have an episode about a banker that they like resurrected from the past, and he's like trying to get all of his money. And they just have to explain to him that nobody cares about money anymore because they live in a communist
Gene
society.
Roddenberry is definitely rolling over.
Well,
the
they
gears
also
with the
live
propaganda
in Star
in the new
Trek.
Star Trek movies.
Oh, we're in TeamSpeak.
Who's talking? Get him out of here.
Hunter's in Discord.
I thought he was
Oh.
going to sleep. Fool.
Damn.
He could have bought his own ticket. Anyways, Star Trek is also in a post-scarcity society where they can just make anything, so that helps with not being capitalist anymore.
Yeah, that's kind of I've talked about before, but like if we get like fusion reactors or something, it'll be a lot easier to be communist because you don't really have to worry about people being leeches.
Is it even communist at that point, really? It's like, I don't know.
Communism means like you don't need a job, and you don't need to buy stuff. You can just kind of have stuff, just because there's so much resources to go around.
I mean, it's a fictional scenario that will never actually exist.
Hey, Zach, it might in like a couple hundred
Few-
years. Couple
No.
It could-
years.
It could exist if like, what if like a
If we didn't have
meteor?
Republicans.
What if there's like a meteor somewhere that we mined that had like a shitload of resources and we could just take all of it? Or like I said, fusion reactors, which is pretty much infinite power. Or
That'd be pretty cool.
something like that.
That'd be pretty sick.
Or if like literally everything is automated by robots that don't need to be paid.
Well, that would be the worst possible thing in the world, and we
For
need,
you. For me, big brain time.
and that'd be the worst possible thing in the world, and we would need, that's why we need UBI,
What?
Ubisoft,
Urinary butt infections.
urinary butt infection.
Like if robots do all the work, then everybody can just be like artists and shit.
True, but would they
More
really?
like artists.
Don't you know that if
It's not gonna happen.
Don't you know that if no one
Okay,
had to
Mr.
work, they would just sit around and do
We
nothing?
can dream of
It's
a
not.
better
It's
society.
stupid. It's stupid. Communism is really stupid.
Okay, Mr. Conservative.
I love empty grocery stores as much as the next guy.
I do
but-
too. Because I hate.
I'm sure Jake does too.
Speaking of empty grocery stores,
What, you leave Cub finally?
Cub, am I right?
Please.
You think
I
Jake
don't.
leave-
See, Zach. If robots did everything,
I wouldn't have to work at Cub.
And everyone will just become fat slobs like in Wall-E.
Yeah.
that
I
is
wish-
a
I
possibility.
don't think so. I think people
It
need
depends
a
on what our
purpose.
society is like, though. If we have a society that like doesn't like fat people, or we like
Like
don't.
current society.
What? Hello?
What?
Are
Hello?
we still? Everyone just
What?
got real
Hello?
quiet, so I was confused. I feel like everyone has, they need purpose. They need to do something. So I don't think everyone would
Yeah,
just be
my
fat and
purpose is
lazy.
to die.
Like even you,
I
Zach.
mean, some people would definitely be fat and lazy.
Like even you, Zach.
Like
You don't
me.
work, but you still want to make an album. That's doing something.
I mean, what do you want?
That's just
What's
a
your
leech.
push, Riley?
Say what?
GameStop, boy. Going down with that ship.
I am going down with that ship. I'm probably sticking with GameStop as long as it's all around. So, another, 10 years or so.
I mean, if you want to
Riley,
actually,
once I
All
make
right,
a bunch
Riley,
of money, I'm
I'll-
gonna buy games just to close it down, just to put you out of a job.
You're gonna
Riley,
buy
I'll give you. I'll give you. If I was in your position where I didn't want to do anything with my life but work retail,
I'll take a gun.
I don't want to work.
No,
it.
you get-
Up in the
I
head.
just am.
you get your. I think it's called a PMP, or something. It's basically
Is that a gun?
project. No, it's like project management, and you can take it if you get a test. There's like a massive
shit.
book, and you basically learn everything in it, and then you get your PMP, and then you can like move up to a project management position,
Ooh,
and then
does
you can
this
start making.
does this book come in manga form?
No,
The only
Ah,
way he
shit.
can learn.
Okay, well, I
it
won't be
comes
able to
in
read it.
massive book form.
Well, then that's too big for Riley. I mean, he's the type of person who finally learned how to fold after reading a manga.
Yeah, that's a bit much.
Or I'm just saying, if you want to be something that isn't like, if you want to move up from just person in the store.
I don't really.
Me neither. I kind of just want to
Yeah.
do that. If I could, like, get paid
Yeah.
like $100 an hour to work at Dairy Queen, I think I would stay there.
Is any of it in my closet?
Me, I'm gonna come out of your.
Yeah. 3.
Where'd you come out of his?
Who are you talking to?
His mom probably, or his uncle.
Yeah, I don't want to be anything other than what I've been trying to be lately. All I want to do is think of me and I have peace of mind. I'm tired of looking
All I want
around
is a
and
regular
always
job.
wondering what I gotta do
Oh,
or
yeah.
who I'm supposed to be. I don't want to be anything other than me.
Yeah, I can do that.
All I want is Game Awards and my new job at Redacted. That's too
Are
much
you?
to
Did you
ask.
get your new
I'm
job
back.
confirmed?
My interview's on Tuesday, so I'll have it on Tuesday.
That's what you think. You assume.
I know,
I
Riley.
appreciate
know.
your confidence, but
You see, Riley, I can answer phones, okay?
that's what it
I
is.
know how to answer phone and be like, oh, you want HR? Okay, press button on the computer, bada bing, bada boom,
Seems like
$15
networking
an
well
hour.
spent. Network schooling well spent.
You see, Riley, I'm not done with my school, and this gets me into Hazelden where I want to work. I mean, Redacted where I want to work.
You want to work there until a drug addict comes in with a gun and shoots you.
Until Robin Williams Jr. comes in and killed himself.
Does Robin Williams have a junior other than Zelda?
Nope.
He has
As
Zelda.
far as we know.
He has Zelda.
Should I go over my plan for perfect society again?
No.
Hold on, real
we,
quick.
We moved on.
No, that's fine. We can bring that up. I just want to bring this up real quick before I forget, because we were talking about conservatives. Have you guys seen this I Am Jesus Christ video game?
Oh, I can't wait.
No, I haven't.
I just saw it. And I was losing my mind at lunch. It is a game on Steam. I don't know if it's out yet. Where you just play as Jesus Christ and go through the New Testament performing miracles.
You mean Witcher 3?
Is it Witcher 3?
Yeah, did you know Geraldo is Jesus Christ after all?
I guess. The whole
He's
reveal
Game of
ad.
Jesus.
The whole reveal ad just looks like one of those mobile game ads that are like.
It does. It's so bad. I can't wait.
I still want to play it though. I'll buy it for cheap.
Let's do it. Let's do a playthrough of
Pulling through.
I Am
Pulling through
Jesus
2
Christ.
times.
Yeah, it's the most fitting game to do that too.
There's probably some good Jesus one.
Is there? I'm gonna look it up.
Oh, good. You
let's-
took that
There's
boy.
that one image that says Jesus fucking Christ, and it's Jesus having sex with Jesus.
Classic.
God, I hate religion unless it's something cool. From,
Like,
like fantasy or
like
something.
Scientology.
Unless it's a religion from some sort of
Hey,
fantasy.
Scientology is
that's
pretty cool. My boy Tom Cruise is in it.
Yeah, so basically,
Organized religion is rad. What are you talking about?
I'm a big fan of organized religion. Especially cults.
Well, is
I'm a
that
big
cloth?
fan of
Is that some
fans.
stuff cloth physics?
Is it? It looks kind of like it's cloth physics.
Yeah, it definitely
She
is.
looks so happy that she can see again.
Guys, I'm really excited for some awards. You don't even understand. I need them.
The Game Awards? I am too, but if
So
Death
ready.
Stranding wins any awards, it'll be fan pandering, so...
I'm
Oh,
fine
no.
with that because Death
That's
Stranding is a masterpiece.
It's
Who's-
all based on
who's
voting.
Who is
If,
making
if Donald
this
Trump
game?
gets Guys, if Donald Trump gets reelected, it's gonna be fan pandering.
Who unironically
is.
buys Death Stranding? It's not on the Xbox. How can
Vote-
I play it?
vote for Bernie Sanders to dab on the conserves.
If Bernie Sanders gets elected, it'll just be fan pandering. He won't deserve it.
He'll just die instantly. So.
And if Joe Biden, we can all suck on
If
him.
Joe Biden was actually,
Yes.
if
wanna-
Obama was actually running again, he would take home every award guaranteed.
You see, like you said earlier that you think Joe Biden's getting a Democratic vote. I don't think so because everyone hates Biden and he's just not been doing good at the debates.
But
You're
doesn't everyone want him to sniff their hair? Or is that just me?
True.
Zach, you
Well,
can
everyone-
relate with
Everyone's
that,
hating
can't
on
you?
Biden.
What?
You can relate with hair sniffing. You can. You're on.
That
Yeah,
goes.
I can.
Do you think he
you
says
love
Lord
hair
every
sniff- you love
time?
sniffied hair.
I would hope so.
I heard that Obama's like advocating and is behind and supporting some other Democratic
I
guy.
advocate for Obama's behind.
I don't agree with Biden's big no malarkey statement.
It's
I
just
think
funny.
America
No
needs more
malarkey?
malarkey. Personally.
He's not advocating for Biden, his vice president. He's advocating for some other guy who's against Biden.
Yeah, I can't get behind the no malarkey.
Guys, Yang Gang.
I need my malarkey in my America.
Yang
UBI
Gang.
doesn't. When did Yang work for Ubisoft? I need to know.
He did?
Yeah.
Yeah, he wants to bring Uplay to everyone every
Oh,
month.
I really hope this game is like a joke. Like it's played seriously until I actually play it, and it's just like a joke.
I hope so.
Or like it like you think it's legit for a while, and then like weird shit starts happening.
Other than it just becomes a Doom.
Yeah, like Doom or something.
And then everyone's like, "Wow, it's like Undertale and Doki Doki Literature Club. It's nothing like I was expecting." Game
Yeah,
of the
like
Year,
one of those
Indie of the
games.
Year award 2020.
Yeah.
Like gets nominated at the Game Awards.
I hope so.
What happens to games that come out this year but were too late?
They
They
pushed
get
next
on
year.
That's
Smash
what
Bros.
happened with
Smash Bros
Smash
is
got
on
nominated.
for Game of the Year this year, and I like don't even consider it because it came out in December last year.
It was
Yeah,
my Game of the
nobody's
Year
gonna
last
vote
year,
for it
I'm sure.
because everyone will forget.
And that's another thing my coworker was mad about. He's like, "So Star Wars will be on Game of the Year next year, but no one's gonna vote for it because they're gonna be like it's too old."
No, I feel that. I mean, no one cares.
It's true. He's right though. Everybody would have forgot about it by then.
I mean, I'll pick it up once it's cheap because
I think Smash is gonna win Game of the Year this year, even though it didn't come out this year.
I have a feeling it's gonna be Smash. Even though Death Stranding deserved it, because Death Stranding is a masterpiece.
Fan pandering.
You're right. Speaking of that, Radley, have you finished
I mean,
Death
it is
Stranding?
fan pandering.
No,
but-
I was either gonna finish it tonight or tomorrow. I'm in the end game now. I'm in the
What
end game.
chapter?
Boys. 13.
Yeah,
Where I'm delivering the maggots to Fragile, and I can't submerge them.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I just need. The problem is I've worked more mornings the past forever, and I know the final cutscene's almost 2 hours long, and I don't want to be sitting up late at night watching the last
No, the
cutscene.
final cut. No, I don't think the final cutscene is actually 2 hours long.
It's at least like an hour and a half, isn't it? I was looking it up.
Well, the article that came out like right when the game came out said the final sequence is 2 hours long.
Okay.
So that's like the final few chapters. I feel like the final cutscene. I don't remember being that.
Let's
Oh,
consult. Let's consult
maybe like
Reddit.
an hour and a half. It's long, but this gameplay kind of sort of.
Let's
Yeah.
consult Reddit. A warning about Death Stranding's final cutscene.
Or no, you might be right. I don't know. I did make dinner like halfway through because of the bit where you're just kind of standing around walking on your beach for like an hour while credits are playing and random cutscenes just kind of pop up.
So I
Or it did
finished the
make
game
dinner.
yesterday and started the final cutscene at about 10:30 at night, expecting to be able to save and then go to bed. And the cutscene lasted 2 hours. So if you plan on ending the game, make sure you have plenty of time to watch it.
I don't know. Again, I did walk away and like start making dinner while.
Yeah, I won't do that. I will be completely submerged. So I just need.
Well, you see, Razzie,
Why would you drown yourself?
I was.
Because I'm on a beat.
The first credits started playing, and
Yeah.
then you just kind of walk around with the credit thing, doing nothing else.
That's what I want to do. I want to walk around and do nothing. That's what Death
It was
Stranding's all
fun
about.
up until there was nothing until like 5 minutes after, and then I'm like, oh, I'm gonna have to sit through the entire credits, aren't I?
Yeah.
Then I made food,
But you said there's cutscenes, so
kind of. Yeah. I don't know. Still, it's game of the year. This game.
good game. Good game. I want to get back to Shenmue 3. The true game of the year that everyone loves.
Well, Shenmue 3 is so good. Where's Shenmue 3?
3-2.
God, Death Stranding was. I can't wait. I really hope PC has really good modding support.
I don't usually mod games, but if it has good modding support, I will definitely pick up Death Stranding
yeah.
on PC just to replay it with mods, because there's so much you can do with it.
Like funny music playing, like Kirby Enthusiasm plays as you fall over.
That would be pretty epic.
Waluigi model swap.
Benny Hill theme when you're running from the BTs.
When you, yeah.
Instead of Lou, inside your bridge baby container is a can of Monster Energy.
I'd rather just have that
Every
one
single
because they have a
texture
full.
is
They must
Monster
have a
Energy.
full. What'd you say?
Every single texture is replaced with Monster Energy .jpg.
They must have a full. They must have a fully made model of BB with Guillermo del Toro's face on it. So I just want that
Oh,
one.
you're
The
right.
whole. I want that one the whole time.
I just want every cutscene to be replaced when you're in the shower with
Del Toro.
Instead of water droplets coming from the shower, it's Monster Energy cans.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there was a tweet or something I saw earlier about it was Heartman and Kojima, and it said Heartman will return. So people are wondering what that meant.
It means he's getting his own game where you die every 20 minutes, and
Yeah, people are thinking that is gonna be Death Stranding DLC about Heartman.
that'd be cool. Whatever. I don't know.
Either that or Death Stranding movie.
Kojima doesn't usually do DLC, so I'd be surprised if he did. It is
Well,
current year.
Kojima did say that he wants to do more in the Death Stranding universe.
How dare he?
That's good. I mean, that's good. Is
Oh,
Hunter
yeah,
here?
it was on the Heartman's actor's Instagram page. It said Heartman will return.
Which one? The voice actor or the model?
I think the model.
Two different people.
Either that or Heartman's gonna be in Smash and it'll be announced.
Ooh, ooh, I would like that. What were they saying? There was some kind of Smash leaks going on. They were saying someone was gonna be in
Tony
Smash.
Hawk.
Not Tony Hawk.
Really good.
He's
Oh
a
my
gaming
god.
icon after all.
What the fuck was it?
God, I
Oh.
hope Tony Hawk.
It's not the Master Chief one. There was one recently that like a lot of people were sharing around, and it could be bullshit, but you sent it. I thought. Didn't you send it? Like the guy who leaked this just leaked this or
Oh
something.
yeah, shoot, what was it?
I'm going back real quick in my.
Yeah, cause
Hi, SpongeBob. Alright, let's see. Oh, Gordon Freeman!
yeah. God, I
a lot
hope
of
Gordon Freeman's in Smash.
a lot of people were spreading around that Gordon Freeman's gonna be the
Yeah, 'cause
last.
the same guy that leaked Half-Life Alyx like a month before it got leaked
He
came out
leaked-
and said Gordon Freeman.
Yeah, God, that'd be great. I would love that so much. If Gordon Freeman's in Smash, just out of nowhere.
I mean, he is a gaming icon.
He is a gaming icon. Maybe they'll bring Half-Life 2 to the Switch. That'd be cool.
God, I would love Half-Life 2, Episode 1 and 2, and Black Mesa all on the Switch.
Fuck Black Mesa.
Black Mesa better than Half-Life 1.
I haven't played it, so I shouldn't judge too much. I'm
It's
just.
just Half-Life 1 with better graphics. And...
No, it's not! They changed how you get the fucking crowbar!
Yeah, and they also changed the end to make it good.
The end?
Yeah, the final level chapter.
What happened?
Then, oh, Black Mesa.
Black Mesa
Oh.
is a bad game because it's not Half-Life 1.
Because they changed where you get the crowbar, so literally unplayable.
Literally unplayable.
It's supposed to come out soon. I thought it was supposed to come. Oh yeah, huh? Comes out. It just came out, I guess.
Half-Life 3?
No, Black Mesa.
I thought, what? It's, what?
It's been in early access this whole time.
Really? Interesting.
The full beta just came out yesterday,
Oh, so it's still in beta.
I guess. But that means then's probably out, so you can finally probably play the whole game.
These points of data make a
Yep.
beautiful line. Now we're out of
The
beta.
final
They're
chapter is
releasing on
complete, so
time.
you can now play through the entirety of Half-Life 1 in Black Mesa.
That's not the entirety of Half-Life 1, though, because in Half-Life 1, I don't know. Does it still end with, G-Man giving you the choice?
Probably.
He goes up to Gordon and says, "Come on, Freeman, you gotta make your choice. I'm the
Gotta
only
give them a
brother
nice
that
big
can make your
kiss."
boobies rejoice."
What do you do if Half-Life Alyx it starts off with a full sex scene of G-Man ravaging Alex?
I don't know, I probably think it's kinda hot.
What does that have to be G-Man?
G-Man's
Because
cool.
G-Man's
G-Man's
hot.
hot.
He probably has a monster dong.
What would you do if G-Man became president?
I'd clap.
And his only law and his only policy was, you have to wake up.
I'd clap.
What the fuck am I looking at here? I got
Oh
Yu-Gi-Oh
yeah, Riley,
cards.
how do you like the Higgs boss fight?
I
Best boy
liked it.
Higgs.
It was funny. I actually liked it a lot. I loved it. I loved how it became like a fighting game, like with health bars,
Let's
punching
give it-
each other. He did that in at the end of Metal Gear Solid 4 too, and I think it was a homage to that. Maybe I don't know.
And then the best video game line in history of Princess Peach and your Mario.
Yeah, I had that spoiled for me. I really wish I hadn't had that spoiled. I would have lost my mind.
I lost my mind. I started clapping.
So great, so Mario, you're Princess Peach. No, Princess Peach.
Such a bad line.
I love it. God, Kojima was a great writer. But yeah, pretty solid. You said Chapter 6 was the worst. I think... I don't know. Story-wise, as much as I like Hartman and his whole dealio, that entire chapter story-wise was just like, wow, look at these fossils. Death Stranding happened a long time ago. Fossils, 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 Death Stranding, fossils. It's like,
I
did you
just
know...
think the 6 is the worst gameplay-wise, because... baby.
I didn't have that much trouble sneaking around.
I don't know, me neither. I just found it really annoying.
Yeah, I mean, it's...
That's the bit when I realized, like, oh, BT's aren't actually that scary because they're super easy to kill.
Yeah, because you can just stealth kill them.
Yeah.
That was kind of strange that they just give you a stealth kill
And
thing.
even then, getting caught by them is not that big of a deal because the bosses are really easy to kill too.
Yeah. I don't know. Death Stranding's a fun knee game, and I like it. Anyway,
I feel like I should have played it on hard. I thought about playing it on hard, but I didn't.
that's what so many people complain, like, oh, it's BTs are just annoying, mules are just annoying, they always come in at the worst possible time, they're just annoying to deal with, and I'm like, they're not really. Are you playing, maybe they're just playing on hard? I don't know.
Maybe they're playing the game wrong.
They're playing the game wrong.
I never had a problem with mules, mainly because I always used the car, so...
Yeah. I don't know.
If you're not using cars, yeah, I guess mules could be a little annoying.
People complain about like the terrain's not made for driving on like any vehicle, and I just recorded on my PS4 like a 7-minute video of me just climbing an entire mountain in a motorcycle just by slowly climbing over rocks. Because you can do that. You just have to be patient. I don't know.
Or you could just walk.
Or you can just walk. That works too. People
What about
complain that
roads, like a civilized man?
I built one road and then I was like,
I
it
built
takes
way
too
many
much.
roads.
It takes too much. Okay, enough Death
I
Stranding
have
talk.
an
Let's
entire road from top to bottom.
talk about we'll talk about Death Stranding more once I finish it. Plus the other boys can't input much. So instead, let's talk about something they most definitely can talk about.
I can input about 6 inches.
About 6 inches.
That's more input than me.
What the hell is this that you just sent?
Who?
That to Trenton,
Hartman
JoJo,
will return.
Yeah.
JoJo, and Has Been Hotel fans. What does that mean? What are you talking about?
He has been hotel.
You don't know what Has Been Hotel is?
Yeah, I do.
Did you watch it?
Nope.
It's bad.
Probably.
It's bad. I
One
watched
of my
it.
coworkers watched it and talked about it.
I watched it and the spin-off, and they're both bad. I don't like it. I appreciate the effort. Make a better product, please. Thank you. Thank you. Jim Sterling's video made me want to watch Waterworld.
God, it's a horrible movie.
I want to watch it.
Just like Shenmue, it's a horrible
I'm down to watch it. but
I
it's
kind of want to
bad.
watch it too.
It's like Mad Max, but on the water and way less interesting.
Waterworld, and it was like the most expensive movie, or one of the most expensive movies.
Yeah.
Who?
So was Krull, and we know how that was. So.
Oh god. Oh, that's right. I forgot Krull was an expensive movie. God, everything about Waterworld, just any image I see of it looks so unappealing and bad. When did it come out?
I haven't watched that video yet. I was going to, then forgot.
I watched the whole thing.
Because they talked about Shenmue.
Because I like hearing Jim talk about Shenmue because he really doesn't like it.
I don't blame him.
And he talks about you need to try Shenmue 2 still, Trenton.
I don't want to.
You should. You should try like the first
Wait,
half.
so I know Jim absolutely hates Shenmue.
Yep.
And then you like it?
Yeah.
I'm assuming?
Yeah, I love it.
You love
I
Shenmue.
wanted to like it, but the controller bad.
And Trenton doesn't like Shenmue.
Yes.
Because the Shepherd doesn't.
No, I don't like
No.
it, but the controller really
But
bad.
do you disagree with Jim Sterling, or are you like everything he says is true? I just like it anyway.
Depends. Like he says, just like with his Death Stranding thing, I agreed with almost everything he said, and I was like, yeah, I should just like it anyways. Jim's like, because what does he say? He says that it was
Mostly it wastes your time.
Yeah. Yeah, if you're not looking... Yeah, he said that about Death Stranding, too. He says all of Kojima's games are like... They're
But
so...
Jim is also the kind of guy that plays like every game and
Yeah,
expects
so he
them
doesn't
to
want
be
to waste his
short.
time, which is totally
Yeah, Jim is
understandable.
also the type of guy to give Breath of the Wild a 7 out of 10. So
But
Type
like,
of
I
guy
don't
who'll
think
never settle near spawn.
We're free now, so...
yeah, but Jim is also an
Damn it!
intellectual because he
When
likes
Mikey was
Yakuza.
here, I should have had him do Run Around Sue.
Yeah, no, I was... Wait, yeah, you should have. That's right. Well, he'll be back. We'll do that Saturday. I'm sure he'll love to do that. I'm sure that's what he wants to do. He wants to get together with me for the first time in months and just do Minecraft parodies and green screen dates.
But like
Wait, Saturday you said?
games
Is that the 21st?
Yeah.
Yeah, the day after Star Wars. I'm free.
Wow, it's my first day off.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay, anyways,
First
let me
day
finish
off
my
from
point. Let me
what?
finish my point real quick.
School?
Cool.
I recall Jim saying that Shenmue was like even for the time it was boring or something. I obviously have no idea. I didn't play it back then, but yeah, a big point of his thing is that it wastes your time, which he also said about Death Stranding. Which yeah, if you don't want to sit and spend a lot of time with the game, there you go. But
See, the thing is, like, if you literally try and buy and play as many games as you can, I understand it. But if you don't buy a shitload of games and you just want to buy one game,
Mhm.
then like your definition of wasting time changes dramatically.
yeah, and I can agree with him on a lot of stuff because I thought like a lot of games because I buy a shit ton of games and barely finish any of them and don't like having my time wasted. But I don't know.
The one thing I found funny about his criticism of Shenmue 3 is that apparently it just ends on a cliffhanger and doesn't resolve any story threads.
Yeah, that's what I've heard too. I haven't finished it obviously,
Which
but
sounds awful for a game that takes like
That bit.
18 years to get a sequel.
yep.
That
The
bit
guy is just so confident that
gonna get another sequel.
he wants to tell his story how he because originally he was gonna do like just do a Kickstarter for like a comic or like a Telltale style game just to wrap up the story because he's had the story written since the 90s. But then he was like, no, they deserve a full Shenmue experience. And I think as soon as he saw that 3 got funded super fast and people will just pay for a new Shenmue game, he was like, okay, well, I guess I can tell my whole story. So right now he's planning 4 or 5 games before he wraps it up. So, but yeah, everything Jim says about like how the games are really like expensive and they don't make money at all. They've been commercial failures, all of them, is true. A big part of 3 is like everyone who like supported it got their copy that way, so that doesn't count really for the sales figures. But yeah,
Yeah, I don't feel like anyone goes to the store to buy Shenmue 3 right now.
yeah, except
It's already
Scott,
back
except
in.
Scott the Waz.
Yeah.
On his Black Friday video, he was holding a copy of Shenmue 3, and I was like, why did you buy that?
Because he bought Shenmue 1 and 2 at some as well.
I don't think he's played them. I think Scott just buys every game. He just
Yeah,
wants to own.
I mean, I don't think he buys anything else.
Zach, I need you to re-find that one guy we found at your LAN party. I think it was you who was like,
Next.
I like video games so much I want to own every one, and he was showing off his.
Was he the one? He had like the game store in Australia. Was he Australian? Was it the Australian?
Yes, and he was showing off his whole game store, game room thing, and he's like, and yes, I love Knack, and he just had a whole shrine dedicated to Knack stuff.
I want to see it. I wish I saw that.
I don't know what
Were you
to
not
look
there?
up to find
Oh,
him.
I was in Lee Rome, Georgia that time. That was my first time down there.
It was so good, but yeah, Scott's like that. I think he just buys. He just wants to own every game, and he just buys every game as they come out.
Game.
At least he waited to buy Shenmue 3 like a week after.
Yeah,
Black
'cause
Friday
it
to
dropped
get, like $20 off.
Yeah, it dropped to almost half price. I didn't do that because I'm a coward. But yeah, if they did, because yeah, Shenmue 3 is not reviewing well. It's not selling well. No one who didn't like the originals, is buying and liking this one. But most of the like Kickstarter backers and fans and stuff are satisfied with it. So he absolutely could just do more
What I've been
Kickstarters
looking
for
up
more
to,
games
like-
and probably get them funded. So
What would I have looked up to find that? That's what the question is. Like
Game Room, maybe? Try that.
game room. That
Or
sounds
Game
right.
Collection.
maybe Australian game room. God,
World's greatest game room. Is that it? No. Is it?
maybe.
I mean, Jim, I don't care about his
Last,
Shenmue opinion.
last
All I,
gamer.
all I care about is his Yakuza opinion, and he likes Yakuza. That's all that matters.
He does, and I
Oh, yeah,
absolutely like
He
Yakuza.
basically says Shenmue is the worst Yakuza.
Yeah, and I mean it came before, and a lot of people who worked on
Yeah,
Shenmue went on to make Yakuza. So Shenmue is good as like a good important stepping stone toward Yakuza, but Yakuza is obviously 10 times better, if not 1,000 times better.
It's a well-made game.
It's definitely
Alright.
yeah. I knew going into Shenmue 3 because I read interviews and stuff, it was this boomer who has not played a single video game since Shenmue 2 came out. He just watches Netflix stuff. He in interviews they would say, "Have you played or looked into the Yakuza games at all? Have you drawn inspiration for Shenmue 3 from them at all?" And he's like, "No, I haven't seen anything about them." He doesn't follow that. He doesn't follow Grand Theft Auto. He's seen like one trailer for GTA 5 and stuff. So I just knew it was this boomer who has no idea how modern games are supposed to be, just making more games like the ones he made in the 90s. And I knew I was going in, that's what it was going to be.
And you spent like what, all your first day chopping wood?
Yep, I spent my whole day first day chopping wood, which is like the best way to make money,
I
and you
found
do
it
need money.
instantly.
So yeah, I can absolutely see people saying it's a waste of time, but I like it. And-
I don't know.
A minute in is when he says I love Knack.
I mean,
oh,
that
you
is kind
found
of-
it?
Yes.
Is it Last Gamer?
Yes.
Oh my god, look at this level 3.
1 minute in, dude.
Give it. Do it.
Oh, that's good. I'm so glad we found that. It's got a Japanese Knack poster. Did you find it, Trenton? Did you get it?
No.
I'll send it. I'll send it in.
I think I might have just found. Is that gamer? What was gamer's grade room?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh.
It's about a minute in.
1 minute in.
God, he's got a Sonic statue. I guess it's not really a Knack shrine, it's just a poster, but... God, it's like a...
I love Knack.
And yes.
I love the accent. Yeah, I love Knack.
I like how he just has to specify that he loves Knack.
Dude.
All I gotta see is just that one bit.
He got his poster from Sony Japan themselves.
Because he loves Knack. No one
And
else
yeah.
loves Knack.
When are we gonna make
I
our own
mean-
game room?
His game room was not as good as Z Scott Noir's game room.
Guys,
No game room video I've watched.
We need to make a game room.
I want to make a fucking game room. Let's
I
go.
wish I could make a game room.
You don't have
I
any
mean, your
rooms.
apartment could be a game room.
Yeah.
I wish I had money to buy a bunch of games. I wish I did. I don't need like Shenmue 3.
Say what?
I wish I could just buy a bunch of random games like Shenmue 3 to have a game room.
Yeah, I don't really understand Scott. He doesn't have a Patreon, I don't think. I don't know where I don't think he has a job. He's like 19 or 20. I don't know
He
really
has an
where.
apartment.
Does he?
Yeah.
I thought he still lived with his parents. I don't know.
Holy
No,
fuck!
you
I
gotta
have to
remember
take a
Scott
shit.
Laws or his parents' house burnt down because he said controversial thing at some point. Come on, know your Scott lore.
I forgot. Anyways, yeah, I don't really know where
Oh, the
Scott.
Christmas special's coming up soon though. I wonder if what game he's talking about this year.
I don't know. But speaking of Christmas specials, how was the BoJack Christmas special?
Yeah, it's alright.
I like it. It's good.
Alright.
I want like full episodes of horsing around.
Same. That's the one thing. It's like I just kind of wish we got a full episode of Horsing Around. instead
That's
of
the
just, like-
closest we get to a full episode.
Yeah, I would like it more if it didn't keep cutting to Todd and BoJack.
Yeah. I don't
But
know.
like every
Christmas
single time
special?
because of Todd and BoJack.
Yeah.
Yeah, BoJack. Yeah, it's alright.
Yeah, Zach, if you
But
want to
everything
do your
else,
rewatch,
Todd
or
and BoJack stuff is good. Like the actual Horsing Around episode is good.
the actual what? Who?
Well, Horsing Around episode's good. It's just then he cuts back to Todd and BoJack. I'm just like,
Yeah.
none of these is not as good.
You, Yowza Wowza Bobowza. It's good. It's good stuff.
Speaking of,
That's too much, man. I love that line.
That's my favorite line. there's just really good shit like when they say Santa Claus isn't real, and the guy in the audience goes, "What?"
God.
It's really good. They could do so much with like a horsing around, even if it's just like a few episodes that they do after BoJack's over. I'd like.
Yeah.
It would make
They
me
should
happy.
just make the whole series.
All 9 seasons or whatever. It'd go
I
longer
really
than
just want to watch
BoJack.
the episode where the horse dies because the kids didn't love him enough.
Yep. What were you saying, Jake? Sorry, we. We spooked you.
Oh yeah, speaking of crowdfunded games that make a bunch of money.
Jet
Yeah.
lag, yeah.
Jet lag, let's go.
That's why I went off like a jet lag Kickstarter. Gonna be an Epic exclusive.
Oh, of course, it
Yeah,
has to be
Epic
these days.
exclusive.
Epic
These-
and Switch,
these,
you know.
these days and age. No,
the
Microsoft
Switch.
Store. I've had the decency of trying to use it, and I think we should try to.
Big brain time.
I love Knack.
And yes,
I love
I love
Knack.
speaking of
And
jet fuel, Riley,
I love Knack.
you better start making space time again, or I'll finish it for you.
Why?
Cause I reread the Google document of space time. Like, God, space time was good.
It was. It was great.
I'll
It's
finish it for you.
it's my best thing I've ever made.
I'll finish space time for you. I'll reboot
It would,
it.
it would literally be faster to just like draw shit in my shitty, crappy, terrible art style and just do that rather than what I was doing painfully with trying to do. Even though it was really shitty, like pixel art on MS Paint things, it still took way too long to make pages. So
Riley, we can team up together to do it.
Just
okay,
use Photoshop and find somebody that knows how to make websites.
okay, Jake, you want
Oh,
to
we
make a
need someone
website?
to know how to make websites.
I'm gonna start an Indiegogo for hiring a
Yup.
person.
Indiegogo.
Yeah,
No.
Riley, you and me, we can
My
recreate
rates
space time
are
for
50
2020.
bucks an hour.
Oh shit.
Alright,
Sorry,
Jake, you can get a quarter ownership of space time.
Alright. How about full ownership?
Doesn't he already have? Yeah, I mean he made all the sprites.
No,
so-
he
Yeah,
has
but I
ownership of
made the
characters, but
story.
not the story.
I'm the genius. You're just the
Oh,
You
wait,
penis.
only
Zach.
design the characters.
So
I
our
created the build
our
fungus.
metal band name. I was thinking of names, and I saw
Because we
They're
have
like-
we have Manslayer.
Manslayer.
We
Manslayer's
have
alright,
wait
but
Manslayer. We have Caravan of Power as well.
oh, that's a bit cheesy, but I guess.
What Caravan of Power? It's like Caravan of Courage, but power.
I do like that.
Oh, it's a reference. I didn't know it was a reference to something.
Caravan of Power.
Could
Oh,
Riley save his Star Wars property?
I don't remember.
How about
I don't remember who I was talking with, but they
Hell-
were like Caravan of Courage, and somehow
Tears.
related it to Zelda, and I was like, oh, Caravan of Power and Caravan of Wisdom. Caravan of Power sounds like a metal band. So
Alright, here we go. The 100 most overused metal band name words.
Never mind then.
Death has 1,184 entries for bands named with death in the name.
What's
Death, Black, Dark, Blood, Dead, Hell,
all right?
War,
Black Death is our
Black
name.
Death,
Pack of Death.
War Death,
No, I was gonna
Necro
say-
Death.
Never mind.
Well, let's go to the least common ones.
Yeah.
Hand,
Hand of Fate.
Hand,
Hand of Hands.
Hand Dragon,
Oh, Hand Dragon. Now
Dragon
that's a name
Hand.
if I ever heard one.
Dragon Foot, ugh,
Oh,
Oh,
Dragon
yeah.
Feet.
Dragon Feet, Dragon
Dragon
Tails,
Man name, Feet Hand Slayer. Or Dragon Feet.
Christ Steel,
Christ Steel.
I think Steel Christ is a bit better.
Steel
No,
Christ.
I like Christ Steel.
Steel
Uh,
isn't like the metal, or isn't like the robbing of someone.
The metal, obviously.
metal
No, as in
band,
the robbing of someone.
metal band name generator. Here we go. All right, here we go.
I'll go to the archives to see if it exists.
Unholy Sword, Eternal Era,
Um,
Nordic
Holy.
Titan, Medieval Cannibal, Corroded Burial, Sober Funeral. That sounds like an actual. Terminal
Unholy
Jesus.
Sword does not exist.
What doesn't?
Unholy
I was
Sword,
thinking-
but that's
alright.
dumb.
I was thinking Hellblaster.
Hell,
Blaster.
ugh.
That's what they call my ass.
Hellblaster does not exist, or Hellstorm.
Hellstorm has to exist.
It does not. See, the idea of thinking is there's a band that made like a Warhammer album called Bolt Thrower, which is a dwarvish artillery piece, and then there's an Empire artillery piece called Hellstorm. So we just be Hellstorm because it sounds cool, and it's Hell with one L. Let me see if two L's exists, or either Hells or Hellblaster. They're both thing. Hell's alright, there's like 10 Hellstorms, but none of them are with one L. which would set us apart. Or Hellblaster. Hellblast also cool. It reminds me of Doom.
Hellblaster. Oh, Blaster seems kind of childish, doesn't it?
Yeah, you are. I just ripped a fattest stab right now.
Yeah, I mean, I smelt it. I just...
Or we could
Then you
just
must have dealt it.
we could just find a random Nazi name for something.
Oh,
Or
I'm
the
good at that.
SS.
How about
Oh,
Zach?
and
How about
SS.
Zach LeBar? That's a good one.
Wow, 15 Disney princesses if they were molested by their uncles.
What?
Trenton just sent it.
What? Who did this?
That's Jin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Hellblaster.
Hellblaster. What's... Hold on. Synonyms for blaster. Cannon. Hell cannon.
Hell Cannon, that's also a thing in Warhammer.
Hell handgun. Hell hardware. Hell piece. Hell pistol. Hell revolver. Hell rifle. Hell howitzer. That's German, isn't it?
No.
My mind instantly went to Big Bang Theory.
Howitzer is a type of
No.
artillery piece characterized by short barrel. I thought those were German. What about the
I
big
think it's
theory?
just
Howitzer, isn't that
Howard.
Howard?
Howard!
No, but his last name is like Itzer, it like ends like that too, doesn't it?
Wallowitz.
So like, well, yeah, so it made me think.
Well, Saturday Night Special is what?
What? That's
Saturday-
banned. Yeah.
Saturday Night Special is apparently a synonym for blaster.
Yeah, and it's also the name of the band.
I've never heard of that before.
Heard of the band though, probably.
I've never heard of Saturday Nights. I've heard of 38 Special.
That might be like similar.
Saturday Night Special.
The singer of Saturday Night Special was the brother of the singer of Leonard Skinner, and then I think he sings for Leonard Skinner after his
Saturday
brother
Night
died in
Special is a
plane crash.
Leonard Skinner song, you dumbass.
What?
Saturday Night Special is a Leonard Skinner song.
Okay, then 38 Special is his brother's band.
Okay.
'Cause I know it's like that.
Well, ain't that just a thing?
Yeah.
That's impressive. Okay, what else we got to talk about? Anything important? You lads, if you're gonna rewatch BoJack, you should probably...
Me and Trenton
You
worked
know.
on some lyrics for your parody, Riley. And it's
I'm
really
not
good.
doing a fucking parody!
No, you have to.
Oh, yes, you are.
What is it? Is it Tracer Feet?
Yeah, of course.
Ugh.
You're the one that likes Tracer's feet so much, Riley.
I don't know. I kind of wanted to do a Rudolph-esque thing where I would be like,
We need more
just
parodies
like...
though. So
Yeah, this is all pretty much a cover album. We can't have that. They have you and I covering the Year That Yule spoilers. For no one that listens to this far.
We're covering... Oh yeah, we are doing that, aren't we?
Riley, which part do you want to sing? Devin or Zach?
I don't... In which one?
Yeah, which half?
Yeah, which one? Because Devin sings
Assuming
Zach's,
you-
Zach
I
sings
was-
Devin's.
I'm assuming he's meaning like the original. So
Yes, the original.
mine would be Santa. I'm Santa Claus and I'm really boss. Like else they're really cool. Except for that yearly Yule.
You should sing that part, Trenton.
I guess.
Just because I want to hear you say that.
Alright. Well, I mean, we should probably record both of them right away so we have next year's audio recorded for next year.
Are we? I didn't think there was going to be a third one.
Or it's the Year That Yule, Riley.
Oh my god, that means it can never be cancelled. Much like
That would be
Christmas
canceled,
itself.
but not the Year That Yule.
Much like
Devin may.
Christmas itself.
Devin can
Christmas
leave. but-
tradition. And I'm stepping in to replace Devin, I decided.
Riley already just stepping in. Oh, you're stepping in. You stepping in to replace me with Devin, and then Riley's joining me. It's already been decided.
Oh yeah. Or we can, instead of just making this a duo that becomes another duo, we can just go full band and get a...
Yeah,
kick
with
Devin
Manslayer.
We could do that too, yeah. You can just... Wait, why is it called Manslayer now? I thought it was Rape Blaster.
Hellblaster.
I don't know.
Name impending. We have to.
I don't know why, but I really want rape in the title. I think that would
No.
go over well with the
I, you
kids.
know, man,
Wait,
I'm
this
also
isn't-
feeling that.
This isn't black metal. This is USPM.
This is
we're-
white metal. Have
we're
you
very
seen our
white.
skin color?
Oh shoot, Hunter wanted us to tell a story, but I can't remember. There's something about the UPS driver. Oh yeah, no, he and his dad were driving, and then he saw a UPS. His dad saw a UPS driver and said, "Shoot, we gotta shoot him." So he pulled out a gun
Anyway,
and
I
shot him.
started blasting.
We gotta shoot him. Hunter's dad is great. I won't. Louis. He's only got his few times I've seen him have been the times have been few. My interactions with Louis, but it's always been good. He references Hitler, 9/11.
All
He
my
got
favorite things.
I was in his basement one time and he was like trying to find
I-
places for giant stuffed bears and he was like getting mad about it. I'm pretty sure he was like, "Where the fuck's this gonna go?" And he had like just giant teddy bears in his hands. Good times. Good times. I haven't been to Hunter's place in a while.
Me neither.
Reminds me of the good old days when I would just go to his place every Friday night and watch 3 hours of cringe compilations. Actually, those weren't the good old days. That sounds terrible. That's why Mikey stopped doing. Hey, I never talked about Shrek the Musical much, did I?
No.
Maybe I did. It was good.
All I know that they didn't sing All Star, so that's even the point.
Yeah, all they sang was "I'm a Believer" and then a bunch of
They had one job.
musical original. They don't sing All Star in the musical Broadway version, so
Yeah, one
What'd you-
job.
They're hacks.
they're hacks.
If I wrote Shrek the Musical, that's the only song they would sing.
The only song, and then it would end.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. Hey,
Oh,
next
my
podcast is gonna be post Game Awards, so that'll be
We'll all
fun.
be changed men.
Predictions? Do we have more predictions now that it's
That's
closer?
true thing.
No, Death Stranding would make sense to win because Jeff Keighley. Not that he does the voting, but
He's in the game.
I'm in the game. But I think
He should win. He should win best performance, even though he didn't voice. He just only provided his likeness.
yeah, Conan voiced didn't he?
Yeah, Conan's
Conan
an
did-
absolute Chad. He voiced.
Conan did likeness and voice. He's the real hero.
No,
When,
but
when,
Jeff
did
Keighley
you,
just
when
had
do you,
the
when do you get
massive
to
master.
Conan's character?
Conan, chapter 2, I think, or 3.
3. Yeah, you can meet him as early in 3. I'm pretty
Who is
sure.
he? What is he? Is he just some guy?
He's just some random character. His
He's a
wife is
cosplayer.
No, he's cosplayer's husband.
Yeah, he gives you
He
a
was
seal hat.
like a comedian, and then he met his wife at a cosplay convention, and he gives you a hat that allows you to swim faster. That looks like
He's
a
one of the
sweater.
few NPCs that has. Well, I mean, they all get some development through like emails and stuff, but he's one of the few who like has a history and stuff, and he gives you an item that.
And then he makes jokes, and you don't laugh at it, and then he's like, oh, okay.
He's like, "Fuck you."
Conan's video is one of the best things ever.
Conan's like the only good late talk show host.
Yeah.
pretty much.
He is. I've still been watching a bunch of his random clips, just that get recommended me on YouTube, and
In this day of age, yes, he is definitely.
yeah, he's a funny boy.
10 years ago, things.
But as for game announcements, I don't know. Do they I was gonna say they usually just do world premieres, right? That we've never heard about, but no, they like announce stuff. Like they announce like PUBG maps and Santa Claus in Fortnite.
It's definitely gonna. I feel like we're gonna get a release date for RE3 remake.
It's so soon. It's so soon.
Yeah, but the original RE3 used a lot of RE2 assets, so
Mm-hmm.
I don't see why they wouldn't do that again. I mean, it's been a year.
I brought that up to my coworker too after his whole rant. I was like, okay, well, I was asking you more like what game announcements you're gonna predict, not like games that are gonna win or whatever. And I was like, I'm thinking maybe Resident Evil 3. I don't know if there'll be a release date, but it'd be fitting with 2 being nominated for a bunch of stuff. And he was like, yeah, but that wouldn't be a very big announcement. I was like, okay.
Who is this, and why does he sound so cool?
He's just like that other guy, Ed, from fucking...
Ed and Eddie? Which one?
No, from Edmund from...
Office Max?
Yep, from Office Max, the one who we were just memeing about. We always meme about Cuphead as a gimmick game. Once you've played GoldenEye, you've played Overwatch, stuff like that. He reminds me a lot of him.
Why do you run into so many of these people?
They just work. They just work at places. I feel like I've had one probably at every job except for.
I
Maybe...
mean, I had my boy Zach M say Mr. Robot's one of the worst shows he's ever watched, but yet couldn't name a character from the show, so I don't think he's watched it.
I can't name a character from the Mr. Robot. There, I named one.
Yeah, no, that's the only character you can name. I'm like, I had talked about it. He's like, yeah, no, Mr. Robot's one of the worst shows I've watched. I'm like, okay, I doubt you've heard of it.
What's Elliot's last name?
Alderson.
Alderson. Did I tell you that he came into GameStop again?
I'm sorry for you.
And he was bugging me. He's the first person in forever in my whole time working there where, like, and now I've had this problem multiple times, so he got the ball rolling where someone pays with their debit card, doesn't have enough to pay for their full purchase, but because it's a debit card, it's already gone through, so their money is no longer in their account, and we can't void the transaction and put it back in their account. So I need to finish up the transaction, return everything that they bought but not actually bought, and then like give them back what they paid in cash. It's so annoying, and he was the first customer.
Because he only works like one day every 2 weeks.
I told you, I asked him, I said, hey, you're at Dairy Queen now, right? I talked to Trenton and stuff. I was like, how's that? And he just said, shitty. But he works 1 day a week.
Yeah, the only reason why he works 1 day a week because no one wants to work with him.
God.
No one works. Everyone refuses to work with him.
Makes sense.
And he's not allowed to work by himself because he's not good enough at his job to work by himself. He's been there for at least like 6 months and he's not good. Why haven't we fired him? We need to get rid of him. He's not worth having around.
Hey Zach, have you gotten any news on your business venture of being part of a YouTube group with Jake Paul or whatever?
Yeah.
Logan Paul.
Me?
Paul's cool. Yeah.
Zach wanted me to remove the Rain Man porn. Rain Man. The Rain Man.
Man.
It was because he was applying to join some like Team 17, Team 7, or whatever. He wanted to join some YouTube boy band channel group thing. They never got back to you?
Yeah, no, they muted me.
Wow. Okay, so the porn through is back on. No, I'm just kidding.
Wait,
Boys,
what?
back on the menu, boys.
Did you send them our channel as reference?
No, I think
Yeah,
he just
no, they
wanted...
got in contact with me, but I didn't know who they were, so I blocked them.
They were like, do you know this Zach guy? We really want to hire him. And you were like, nope.
No. They asked me if I wanted to join them because I'm more talented.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cuter
Well,
looking.
because I showed them LARP and they were like, well, you're
You aren't the evil
alright, but
wizard.
who's this guy? Who's this guy right here? And
Yeah, then they got a hold of me and I said, I don't deal with soy boy cucks.
Nice.
And so they had to go through my agent. But little did they know I don't have an agent.
I'm
little
getting...
did they know.
Well, I ask that because I'm also getting... I have a business venture in the YouTube sphere. My old boss is finally opening his YouTube channel because he needs to make money.
Does he need a videographer?
I don't know. But he like texted me just out of nowhere after months and was like, hey, want to be part of some Persona and Yakuza gaming stream / gameplay videos? And I was like, yeah.
Same. Riley, get me in on this.
But he's not gonna make any money off it, so it's not like I'm gonna get paid. But he's
I'll do
He's
it for
offered
free.
though, like, cause he wanted to do a whole web show with like different segments, and me and other people would be in charge of segments and stuff. And he's like, if that made money, I'd get a cut. And I was like, ooh,
Well,
okay.
Riley, you know, if
But
you
it's
need
not gonna
someone
happen.
else, if you need someone in the fat bubble direction, let me know.
If he needs someone who knows how to work a camera, edit.
I'll
I
definitely.
don't need pay. I just want to talk about Yakuza.
I'll let you know. I'll let you know. He wanted to do some like Assassin's Creed Let's Plays or something, and I would sit in on those or play them because I've never played an Assassin's Creed game in my life. Stuff like
So
that.
you're not missing out on much. Yeah. What you can do is you can watch and start looking up porn.
That sounds like a revolutionary idea.
Wonder if Altair Porn has his he's wearing his hood or not.
I wonder if he's using like his hidden blade to like stick it down his dick hole.
Oof. Ooh. I'm gonna look that up.
Of course he would.
Anyways, so what? They watched. You sent them LARP as your like resume, Zach?
Oh no, I'm.
That clearly wouldn't join any YouTube group. Please tell this.
Yeah, I'm already part of 2 amazing groups, so I mean.
Which one?
Speaking of that, guys, we can. Should we do an official restream of the Game Awards of just us streaming on our phones, of us watching the Game Awards,
I'm
so
down.
that we can get retweeted by Lee Jeff Keighley and shouted out on the Game Awards?
Really? I'm down. Let's do it.
I can register us as an official restreamer of the Game Awards. We can record. We can stream with our phones on my TV.
Oh, beautiful.
On a TV.
Yeah, want to be an official? We can become an official co-streamer. Only on Twitch though. Hold on, let me see if I can stream from my phone on Twitch.
Just do the just chatting or whatever. I don't know. Alright, we got anything else to talk about?
Oh yes,
Some
guys. We
more.
can,
Oh, yeah.
We can restream from my. We can stream from my phone, so we can use this to record. We can stream from my
What are we
TV
doing?
from
What are
my
we doing?
phone.
We doing Return of the King?
Oh yeah, we gotta do that soon. And I wanna do Tom Baker now. Baker's dozen. One more thing. You guys watch YouTube Rewind?
No.
I watched it. Will Smith was in it, so I left.
It is literally, they were like, shit.
It was just top 10.
We poured all of this money into the Rewind last year that everyone hated, like thousands and probably like millions of dollars into making that. Instead of risking that happening again, let's just take other people's videos from the year and just like put them in a compilation, and that's it.
The emote meter.
They spent probably $0 on on the YouTube Rewind this year.
I don't blame him.
It was something else. And if you look at the comments, they're really bad. It's just a bunch of people copy pasting the same thing over and over because YouTube told them to do that. And yeah, it's literally just, I don't know. PewDiePie's in it though, and he hasn't been in the past two because of controversy, so that's a big deal, question mark. I don't care. Yeah. That's it. That's all I wanted to say about YouTube Rewind. They spent $0
I'll
on it.
get myself becoming the co-streamer of the Game Awards.
You're going to become a co-streamer?
Yeah, because then I can
Good.
stream it off my phone. Set my phone up to stream my TV, recording it while we're all sitting on my couch watching the Game Awards.
Is the Jeff Keighley himself going to shout
I don't
out
know.
every
As a reminder, the Game Awards will be open for co-streaming next week on all platforms. If you want to be an official Twitch co-streamer, you can fill out the info on your form. We might highlight you in the show.
They might. Ugh. I need guarantees.
Yeah. It's us. We're epic enough. Not worth it.
No, it's worth it. Do it.
I'll do it. Convinced me.
Alright.
I don't know my Twitch channel.
I suppose we can wrap this up now.
Questions?
Oh yeah, questions. Let's see.
What is love?
Baby, don't hurt me.
Oh, I have a question. When are we Curse Strading? I need to know.
Well, currently I'm going to bring all my D&D stuff and my Switch for trying, and Return of the King and Casino Royale, all to Game Awards, because those have all been tossed around as things to do before Game Awards. And as Hunter said, it'll be exciting to see what we actually land on.
Same.
I'll bring everything. But yeah, Curse of
I said we do
Strahd.
Return of the King and finish that, but
Yeah.
'cause it's an hour and a half, so it's shorter. And
Yeah, as I said though, we are
Alright, boys, we're now an official co-streamer of the Game Awards.
sweet.
on what?
Twitch.
Do we
Good.
have a Twitch account?
No, but we have mine. Tendy
Okay.
Wizard.
Make one for the channel.
God, why are furries just... They're all just fat neckbeards.
Because that's what they attract. God, I had a good level 3 or level 4 autism come in today, and we got a call from a different store saying like, hey, can you look at your Spyro disc and make sure that it's the newest printing? So on the disc, it shouldn't say this. It should say 2018, 2019, so it's the newest printing of the game, or something.
Oh.
He wanted specifically like the newest printing of the disc, like label that's on the disc.
Why?
And he came in and like, because at GameStop we cut open one of our copies and put that case out on the wall and keep the disc in the drawer. And then we have all our sealed copies that we give out before we have to give out the, the one we cut open. And he wanted the cut open one because he didn't trust that the sealed ones had the same disc printing date on them or something. I don't know. It was bad. It was really dumb.
Those are horrible.
Left, I was like, so what was up with that level 4? It was pretty cool.
Riley, did you see my tweet?
Which one?
My most recent one.
Probably not. I don't know. Why?
Oh, go find it and read it.
Alright, hold on a sec. Is that important?
Yes.
Read it out loud for the video.
Fine. God damn it, Kojima, why did you just now retweet the Rick and Morty Death Stranding thing? Terrible.
Because it's Kojima.
Pizza. Back in my day, sniper rifles had perfect hip fire accuracy. You unlocked cosmetics from playing the game. And the only hit markers were the bruises from my dad. Hashtag gaming. What about it?
It's fucking good.
Is it? Is it?
Yeah, he said hashtag gaming, so I clapped.
Are you really that proud?
Yes, I am.
Well, good. You got a retweet by Lil Tendy. That's pretty
I
impressive.
did.
You're famous. You're popular.
I'm just saying, it's at least 8 times better than any of
Any
Zach's
tweet that
tweets.
Zach has, yeah.
Excuse me?
It's better than all these other tweets. Why are you painting tiger stripes?
It's not as good as my tweet where I talked about patreon.com/Asterios and got Asterios Coconuts to follow me. Maybe I can get him to join us in the.
Because my griffin has tiger stripes?
Alright, guys, I'm gonna Asterios ask if he wants to call in and join our Game Awards watch.
Drawing fantastic furries. This is still a really good image.
That's a good tweet right there.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, should I invite Asterios to join our Game Awards
Yes.
watch? Alright, I'll text him.
Is he just super desperate and will just do anything now? Or
I
what?
don't know, probably. Yeah, I don't think he has anything better to do on a Friday night, on a Saturday night.
Alone on a
Alone on a Friday night.
God, you're pathetic. Mysterios Kokonos. Isn't he married or something?
He has a girlfriend.
Despicable.
I love it when the howolds.net guessed him to be -3.
That was all of us.
Accident sent. I was
It
in a
got-
group chat with Asterios the other day talking about Thanksgiving, so that was fun.
I know, you read about it on
He
the
follows
last...
me on Twitter.
You read about it on the last thing.
Yeah, it was good. I could read some more. Actually, I have to dig it up. That's too much work.
Okay. Alright, this has gone on long enough. Oh yeah, we didn't have any questions. Or we didn't do questions. Oh well, it doesn't matter.
I have a question for you.
Yes.
Why are you so gay?
Oh my god.
Oh, man. Wow.
Alright, we'll be all changed next week, so that's fun.
Changed man.
Yeah.
It'll also be, this is also the last podcast before the thirstiest time of the year, so get ready.
I have a 2-liter in my fridge right now.
My mom is going to the store tomorrow. I was going to buy it myself, but she's like, you need anything from the store? So I'm like, pick up 4 2 liters of Sprite cranberry. I'll pay you back.
Cause did you tell your mom it's the 50th time of the year?
Can you get cups?
Yeah. I have couple of them. I have like enough for like everyone. Like,
I look through
entire
my
gang.
old tweets, and all of the Minecraft albums I made are genius.
They are.
Especially like the Obsidian album.
God,
And
I love me Asterios Coconuts. Chris read a good podcast. Listen to that instead of this. On patreon.com/Asterios for only $2 a month.
don't promote other
You can listen to Chris where they talk about